So Novgorod declared war on Greece, and my theory in the last video was because Catherine was kind of tied down in her war against Poland. I don't know if that's a thing. I feel like it could be, or maybe because Catherine is losing military units and losing military power, Novgorod feels like maybe they're both a little bit more balanced, and that's why he decided to attack Greece. And we're about to see exactly what Catherine decides to do here against Warsaw. I did go one turn over the break, and Novgorod is approaching Rhodes very quickly. And this is going to be, I mean, not the best two cities for Novgorod to pick up, but it's still helpful for more opportunities. You know, Novgorod can now attack Denmark or maybe even Rome. Since Novgorod is pretty safe from those two civs, they wouldn't really need to worry all that much when it comes to them. Also, after this turn is over, we get some more information, and we're gonna see a little pop-up, and hopefully it's a good pop-up, because if it's not, then that is gonna kind of suck. We're not gonna be able to see as much. Okay, so over the break, we're about to see the final elimination of the final American city. So I think, you know, it's actually possible that the Sioux squeeze in here and take this away. Unlikely, but it's still possible. The Inca, I still think the Inca have to go. And also there's a race to grab Philadelphia as well. So this is going to be kind of interesting to see what happens to Philadelphia. Obviously, there's American colonies out here in the Pacific that are slowly losing strength. Argentina has done a really good job at attacking, like Seattle and this city from Persia. And actually, Persia's invaded right now. Okay, now that's interesting, because earlier on in this turn, Greece declared war on Darius. That's big. Since Siam now declared war on Darius, something is up. So obviously this is the sign of a coalition war, as well as, I didn't even realize this, they now have a border. Since Lahore was taken, Siam now has a border from Saigon. Yep, the Inca did take that over, so they squeezed in there, and bam, America has been destroyed. From North America, at least. From North America. Korea now against Persia. Okay, so these are not the modded civs. We have to wait to see what the Congo decide to do. But Korea is a great power, and that's a pretty big civ that, if you're Darius, you don't want to be at war with Korea. No, there's no immediate threat there, but that's scary to see maybe who else decides to join in. So clearly the Mongols did destroy enough units where now Persia is going to be paying. We'll see if, does Babylon still have open borders? They do. Babylon and Persia still have open borders, so I don't think there's going to be a backstab in this alliance, this kind of makeshift alliance. But I do want to see if the Congo attack, or if the Ethiopians attack. I think the Ethiopians have already processed their turn, but we'll see. Let's go and see what Russia did, since Poland is processing. Okay, so Warsaw is under invasion. And Greece also trying to move up through here. They did a pretty good job. I mean, they're still eliminating troops, which is big. Novgorod, interesting. Novgorod moving through both Swedish and Polish lands, maybe to attack Denmark. Not sure, though. Persia, and Argentina have peaced out. So that means that these colonies will be safe for now, unless they had to give up any in a peace deal. But I don't think that's the case. Yeah, I think they're fine. And yeah, we knew about Queen Victoria. She is attacking. Oh my goodness. Okay, I was going to say they kind of retreated for a second there. Again, it's not the best idea ever to be splitting up her forces like this. But she is literally sieging every single Portuguese city, at least in Iberia. Let's not forget the final Portuguese city in southern Madagascar, which I don't know why that's still alive. I mean, that's going to be eliminated, I think, in a split second soon. Novgorod now declared war on Shoshone. Novgorod declaring war on a lot of different nations as of recently. They must be feeling pretty strongly about themselves, I'm guessing. But yeah, so will the city get taken over? You got 3 sieges, three melee attacks, 2 ranged attacks. Novgorod has no air force. No air force. It's possible. I mean, Rhodes is only at 50 city defense, so it's possible, but I'm not sure. Now that we're seeing Queen Victoria attack these Portuguese cities, I think it's somewhat safe to say that maybe she would set her sights on Norway. That's also another 3 big cities to pick up, all coastal. And Norway obviously does not have the strongest of units. Norway very technologically behind, I think. Well, I don't think, I know they are, but I'm trying to think if that's like the
best way to put that technologically. Also, something very weird is these 3 tiles that Argentina controls randomly in Incan lands. So yeah, that's a thing. Philadelphia is, I think, going to fall to the Inca. Probably not Argentina, but it's possible. It's possible. No, there's no way that just these 2 melee attacks is going to be enough. So more than likely, the Inca are going to get the job done. The Chinook have been destroyed off of Australia over the break. So yeah, these diggers have done enough damage. Are the diggers also at war with Washington? I'm not entirely sure. Or, I'm sorry, Australia. Are they at war with Washington? If that's the case, that would obviously be good. It would be really interesting to see Australia versus Ethiopia, only because Ethiopia has no troops really to defend, no land troops to defend. They've got a good navy, don't get me wrong. They've got a great fleet, but it is all scattered over the place, all over the place. So yeah, that's like obviously kind of a big deal. Man, the fact that all these bombers and Air Force units have been taken over this way is huge. Boom, just like that, Rhodes has been taken over. The Congo and Greece have peaced out. Okay. I totally forgot that they were still at war. That's a very dangerous war they were in. I'm actually surprised that didn't end up being disastrous for them. They're very lucky the Congo didn't actually send over troops across the Eastern Mediterranean, because Athens would have been definitely on the chopping block there. Very, very impressed that the Polish have survived for at least this long. I mean, obviously they're losing a lot of troops all over the place, but it's still pretty impressive that they're staying around. Boom, the Ashanti against Persia. Okay, so that's interesting. The Congo did not declare, but the Ashanti did. The Ashanti have no immediate border, so it's interesting to see nobody with an immediate border with Persia declaring war. That's just by coincidence, I'm pretty sure. But remember, when coalition wars like this are declared, they don't last for just one turn. It lasts for 1, 2, maybe 3 turns. So Darius still needs to feel the threat. Darius is still kind of, what's the term? Under the scope? Darius's feet, no. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. All I know is that the Persians are still susceptible to a declaration of war from other civs. I'm wondering if Siam's going to be able to make that big of an impact. He does have 3 great war bombers, which Persia still has nothing in terms of an air force. So that's going to make a big difference. No anti-aircraft guns either. Yeah, so that's still going to make a pretty sizable difference. Tibet's still alive, which is so crazy. Cannot believe that. Let's see what the Mongols do. Well, the Mongols are pretty much done. Also, did Mongolia finally take over a city? They didn't. That is incredible. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why? Why did you show us this? Ugh. Okay, well, who's super unhappy? That's the only thing I care about. And there's 40 civs left. So, yeah, I think I've done that wrong in the past because I forgot to not include myself. But there are 40 civs still left by turn 400, 1980. Henry of Australia, not very happy. The Inca aren't as well. Great Britain, not very happy. But I guess the AI doesn't care. And it's very weird that Rome is still unhappy. That's really strange. I'm wondering if this affects their choice to go to war at all. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. I'm not sure. Ethiopia at 70, which is crazy to see a huge sprawling empire like that at 70 happiness. All right, boom. So they've peaced out, which actually means that Argentina is more likely to take this city. Maybe not though, because these two. Oh, they had to peace out. Or did they peace out for the city? Did they peace out for Philadelphia? Maybe they did. Well, did America lose anything else? Did St. Louis is still around? These 2 cities. Okay. Yeah. So America is down to, yeah, just her 4 colonies out here in the Pacific. Pretty big peace deal there, and yeah, America is now no longer that power ever again. So the Sioux are not at peace with America. I'm sure there will be a declaration of peace soon. There'll probably be a treaty that is signed soon. Now, where do the Sioux decide to attack now? Soon, and where do the Sioux decide to attack now? Yeah, so I don't know. I know that I've been predicting a British war, a Sioux-British war, especially as the British are attacking Iberia right now. So sad to see Rome not even get involved in this. These are 3 cities that Rome could have just eaten up real quick. And maybe it has something to do with their happiness. Maybe it definitely has something to do with their happiness. Also, keep in mind at any point we could see someone else declare war on Persia. Something else that we need to keep in mind. So it could be Russia. Russia would benefit actually greatly from this. He already has a fleet in the Black Sea. So just boom, 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 boom. Take over this city. And there's going to be really no one to reinforce that well, at least. But Persia now just getting their Persian Great War Infantry. And is there anything else? I mean, this is about it. I know that Persia has an okay fleet. Yeah, and they're actually attacking Siam. You know, Persia could be, oh my goodness. Persia could technically be successful because the Mongols are done. They're no longer a threat. They're not really going to be bringing any units over. If Persia is smart about this, he could maybe pick up a city or 2 from Siam. Oh, I forgot about this part too. Oh, this is going to make things interesting. Persia could lose their colony in the southeast, in southeastern Asia, which would free up Indonesia to maybe attack Siam. Right now, I know that Indonesia and Persia haven't been okay with each other, no open borders agreements or anything like that. Maybe Indonesia will decide to join in. This doesn't seem like the turn that declarations of war is going to be announced, I don't think. Well, let's see if Ethiopia declares. Ethiopia and Persia already in a very, very big war earlier on in this campaign, but no. Yeah, no. Nothing yet. Okay. Let me see what Russia did now that Russia's turn is over and done with. Yeah, Greece is not going to be able to take over Barcelona, but they're going to try. They continue to try. All right, Russia very close, but man, Poland is just not giving up, man. They are not going to give up. This might be really hurtful to the Russian Empire. I didn't think about that. Although, I mean, who's really going to declare war on Russia and have a big impact besides Novgorod? Novgorod very distracted right now with the Greek war, but you know, who knows what Novgorod decides to do after that. And I'm still not entirely sure if they're also at war with Copenhagen of Denmark. Maybe that's why they're trying to mobilize here. Okay, let's see if any new British cities pop up in Iberia. This is huge if they're able to take over something here. No, not yet. But it looks like 2 cities will be taken over in the next turn. It's very likely that 2 cities get taken over in the next turn. Although this just really puts the British kind of susceptible to both an Ashanti attack, maybe an Ashanti and Congo coalition. 2 really big powers. And the British are really... I mean, right now, the British have to do this. It'd be smarter for the AI to attack Scandinavia because there's no big threat in Scandinavia. But I understand, you know, I understand they want to go to war with Portugal. Maybe Portugal seemed a little bit weaker to them at that point. A few bombers. No one after the Boer. The fact that the Boer is still alive is incredible. Got to give it up to the Boer over those 3 great powers. I'm not sure. This is very interesting. I've never really seen a game like this where 3 great powers in one continent never ended up invading each other. It's crazy. It's crazy that they never attacked each other. I don't know. Really strange. Yeah, so the Sioux are still at war, and the Argentinians are still at war with America. So St. Louis could still be possibly invaded. Oh, this city was about to fall, but there's a peace deal between Argentina and Persia now, so that's unlikely. I cannot tell if Australia is at war with America or not. This guy is in the red. I don't think Australia has moved just yet. It's 1980. We also have the Congo coming over here, so the Congo might be trying to pick up some more Australian lands. Again, the Africa kind of moving in after Australia. Do we have any atomic bombs from Indonesia just yet? It doesn't look like it. Not yet. But this new Siamese war is going to be interesting. I'm wondering if the Champa will also get involved. I mean, the Champa aren't going to be able to do that much damage, but still. This is very interesting seeing, like, the consolidation of the Persian Empire. Persia kind of controlling the Middle East with their friend Babylon. Babylon is at 29 population. This is probably why Babylon's doing so well in science. 29 population city. I mean, that's pretty big. Let me go ahead and I guess I can open this back up because Also, let me look at this. Suppress who's winning pop-up. Let us look at suppress natural wonder pop-up. Let's go ahead and click this. Oh, no. I want that. Suppress who's winning pop-up. Yeah, I want that. I don't want to click that. We just want... I don't want to see World Congress pop-ups and no Golden Age pop-ups. We don't need to see natural wonders. This doesn't matter anymore. But, yeah, this is the every 25 turns, the window pops up, things like that. The demographics will kind of show us some insight. Again, it's going to be the same, though. Wait a second. Is Russia starting to actually settle again? That is a one population city. Maybe they finally are. Mongolia here. Mongolia starting to with the settler. Mongolia desperately needs to take this over, man. You really need to take this over. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You need that city, though. You really need that city. You know, Eastern Asia has also been very interesting in this campaign. Japan, Korea, and Mongolia have really been entertaining to watch. They haven't gone to war with each other. Well, I think Mongolia and Korea have worked together against China, but and I think Japan took a bunch of Mongolian cities away, right? Yeah. But I mean, it's very divided here in Eastern Asia as well. And I'm surprised that, well, Japan, the AI is just not very aggressive. Korea, I don't think needs to go to war with any of these two. And Mongolia has been kind of broken in this campaign. Not really broken, that's not the correct term, but they've had some tough times in this campaign. I think part of it is they can't get up and start going. They have had a lot of trouble just getting their empire going again, which has been kind of a big issue. And yeah, so that was a problem, probably opening up the demographics, because that definitely slows down way too much. But I'm going to stop right there. I promise we'll look at the demographics in the next video, because whenever you... Yeah, that was a big no-no, Drew. I should have realized that by now. Don't open Windows when your turns are processing, because that is going to slow down everything. So my apologies. I'm going to stop right there, though, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.